Excellent, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We got a short meeting tonight. We'll take a little bit of public comment. Dan, are we going to review minutes, or are we going to defer that for later?
Well, if I posted them, I don't know if you had a chance to look at them.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, I sent them in actually the day after our meeting. No wonder you didn't
That's
look.
why I didn't see them. Yeah.
I've never done that before.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll do that since you haven't had the chance. We'll hold it off till the next meeting.
Okay, so then we got one bill to pay. And if there's any old business or new business, then we'll try to set the date for a next meeting. Fundamentally, This was a meeting to get any last minute bills paid. So is there any public comment?
I just wanted to mention, Conray, that we have the weed treatment booster on the 14th.
I saw that.
That'll be the third basin, fourth basin, Monahans, and Hale Coves.
Excellent. I saw that notice. Thank you for doing that, Red. Yeah, we got to post just like we always do, right? So
I just got all the postings from Dom today, so I'll put them up sometime in the next couple of days.
Okay, if we need
And Dave Gray already posted it to the emailed it to the
he sent it out, right?
Excellent. Thank you, Red.
Sure.
Is there any other public comment?
Only just to say, maybe we'll do it under old business, but just to be clear with the solitude treatment, that Red was checking in, and I think at the last meeting you said, look, Red, this is your responsibility, so do it as seems fit. We've been giving you the charge to do that. He did check in with both of us, but we can't confer off outside of the meeting. So if it's okay with you, Conray, if I can be the liaison with Red in case he has any questions, he and I can go back and forth. But I think your basic approach that Red's in charge, he should do it. And if he has any questions, check with one of us, and that would be me. Is that okay with you?
That is okay with me, with a little caveat that he sends an email out, because we can't debate stuff. But, I know our hands are tied a little bit, or maybe a lot. But if we see something that we really have a problem with, we can stop it. And then we'll move forward. We'll call a meeting and move forward.
Yeah, the issue there was the days of notice versus the expediency of getting it done.
Yeah, you did the right thing, Red. And Dan, I agree. I don't mind that at all.
All right, thank you.
And we will hopefully get a new member soon, so we'll be a little bit better off. But even with a new member, any two of us really create a quorum. So, is there any?
Did you end up meeting with Denise?
I sent an email to Denise to check in with her. I know that she's been very busy with a lot of things that happen end of the year, beginning of new year. But if I don't hear from her by early next week, if it's okay with you, Conray, I'll check in with her in person just to move it along. We did update the Stowe website that now shows you as Chair, Conray, and no longer lists Chris.
I saw that. Thank you. You're doing a good job, Dan. Very good job. I thank you for that. I got a note from one of the candidates, the only one I know. I think there's only one candidate, and he said that he had a good meeting with Denise today. That's all I know.
Oh, that's great. Great.
So,
okay, that's huge progress.
Yeah, it sounded like progress. As far as I know, there's only one candidate, but
I believe that. Yeah, I don't know of any others, although I don't know for sure.
Yeah, same. I have exactly the same position. So, but the one candidate will be interesting. He's a Yale-trained lawyer, so.
He's a what,
I don't
Conray?
think you can say anything about him yet, Conray.
But so he'll make a good addition if we get him. Okay, so we're done with any public comment. We're going to defer the minutes to the next meeting. That brings us to the bills. There's only one bill to approve that I'm aware of, and I got a note from Dan. There were no other ones, and Red, I didn't hear anything from you, so I assume there's no other ones there. Solitude is a different type of bill anyways. We're really only talking about expenses. So I was able to, Dan, I sent you a copy. Did you get it?
I did.
So I was able to get to Portside Marine, and I was able to buy an install kit for our new motor for the boat. And we had talked about that at our last meeting. We wanted to do that since we had money left over in this year's budget. And we also under budgeted the price of the motor a little bit. We budgeted for the motor. We forgot to budget for the installation stuff you need for a motor. So that's why we bought this on this one. So is there any discussion on this, Dan?
Well, I think I'm very glad that we worked this out. I have seen this. It has the date and everything. It was within June 30th. Thank you for doing that. So I move that we approve reimbursement of Conray for this expense from Portside Marine.
And I would second that. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Sure. You don't get to vote, John. So, Dan, please show that that's unanimous. Now, I already sent these invoices to Julie and told her we would probably approve them tonight.
Yes, I saw that.
You saw that. So what we need just to I guess, does she need a signed copy or as an email good enough? Do you know?
I think, I don't know for sure because I'm learning the procedures. Chris O's handled that, but as I recall, the chair has to sign it. So that's you. Now, maybe because it's reimbursing you, maybe I also need to sign it because, otherwise you're controlling money going directly to you.
So what I'm going to do, Dan, is right after the meeting, I'm going to send Julie a note saying that we approved the invoices at tonight's meeting and ask her if she wants a signed copy or if an email from you and I saying it was approved is good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Is there any old business you want to bring up? Anybody wants to bring up, Dan, especially a Red?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I did. You and I both got a package of materials from Chris Crablin about the transition process. That includes the calendar, it includes budget information, and also a set of steps that she thinks we need to make sure we're clear about. I did get the keys from her for Stowe Town Hall and for that the posting box. I also have started going through the budget. And at least as if I'm following correctly, we do indeed have a balance from last year that could cover this, 1165 that we're reimbursing you. So we wrap up last year's budget okay, and I see that we have the funds, in this accounting for the new motor that we'll take care of as soon as we can.
Excellent. I have a budget question. I don't know if Julie's the right person, but we have warrant money in Stowe to pay for the motor. It's in our budget. I'm sorry, we have warrant money in Hudson. We have budget money in Stowe. And I've got to figure out exactly how we buy the motor next. If Julie wants me to pay for it, or if she wants to bill the town and she wants to pay for it.
Yeah.
Do it either way that works for her. And I'll ask her that after end of year stuff settles down.
All right.
Because we've done all the right things to ahead of time. Now we just got to make sure we execute it properly.
Yep.
And I did get a response, but I sent a note to Chief Solis that our boat will probably be out of the water for a little while at the end of July to have the motor changed. The police boat is still not running the best. It's running, and he's getting by with it, but we always like to have at least one boat available in case we need it.
Yep.
We being the police.
Right.
So how about, is that all we have for old business?
I think so.
Excellent, thank you. Now, anything new we want to put on the next agenda?
Well, one would be, of course, the boat.
Yeah.
And we hope that an item would be the new member, although we don't know that yet.
I agree. So what I'd like to do, Dan, basically we're moving forward to the date of the next meeting. So we don't So if you have agenda items you want on the agenda, Dan, you can send them to me anytime.
Okay,
And then I'll create an agenda. And we can, so we don't have to create the agenda in a meeting. We can create an agenda outside of a meeting and then vet it between us. That's not considered deliberation.
yep, good.
So we can do that. And I agree, as soon as we get a note from Stowe that we have a new member, then we should try to get a meeting pretty soon after that. Do
Yeah.
you want to pick a possible time?
Well, sure. Are you thinking August?
Yeah, if I had my druthers, I would say let's take the summer. I don't know of anything that's critical right now. So we could meet in August.
What's the timing for the motor?
The motor installation should happen. Wait a minute, I just lost my calendar. Calendar, come back. Let's see, the motor installation should happen 28, 29 that week, maybe the week of the 25th, 26th, maybe something like that. It should only take 2 or 3 days.
And do we need to do anything more before then?
I don't think so. We've budgeted it, we've approved it, we've got the money. And all we really got to do is figure out how Julie wants us to pay for it. If she wants to have a bill directly to the town, or if she wants me to pay for it and then bill back to the town.
Yeah, okay.
I can do it either way.
Yep.
So yeah, so if you want to like maybe the August 1st or 2nd, or what works for you, Dan?
Yeah, no, that works for me. I think, let if we say August 1st or 2nd, that gives a few weeks for Denise to make a recommendation for the select board to approve, and then have the person start on August 1st or something. Who knows? But that would let's tentatively say that if it isn't falling into place, then we'll have a later time.
Okay. So what'll happen is, as soon as the selectmen make the appointment and the person is sworn in, because you have to go to the town hall to get sworn in.
Yep.
Then he is, or she would be a member at that point.
Yep.
Then we can have, yeah, if there's nothing, I like August 1st or 2nd. That's a good time.
Yeah. We do want to continue the discussion about boat safety. How we had, a number of people speak on that. And you, I think, very correctly, I completely agree. We should wait until we have a full board to take up that topic. And frankly, I think it might be better if we wait till the next meeting after that. Have the first meeting sort of, get oriented, deal with the boat motor that's in place and sort of a little orientation, maybe some other topics, but pick that one up the next meeting so that it's not sort of brand new and that, we have a chance to get started with that person. Would that work for you, Conray?
It works very well, Dan. Thank you. And in terms of the boat and motor, we've already budgeted for it and approved it. So all we really want to do is get when it's actually installed, we'll have a final number. We'll approve that final number.
But don't we also need a bottle of champagne or something to
that'd be
crack
great.
on the motor?
Yeah, but I don't want to break any glass in the lake. Sorry.
Very good. And also I'm sure there's phosphates in there. So, by the way, Conray, have you received the brochure in the mail yet? Our Healthy Lake Boone brochure?
In the snail mail?
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it.
Okay, it should come in the next couple of days. This is the brochure. Let's see if you can.
Yeah, the camera. There you go.
Yeah. So, and then it opens up and it has what you can do to help Lake Boone.
Now I have, it's going to be fun, Red. Dan, I have the one that we did 20 years ago. And we'll be interested to see how much different it is.
That would be really interesting. Can you send me a copy of that? I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I've got a, I'll find it and scan one for you.
Yeah.
So it was a lakes and ponds thing, and we did exactly that way back when we did this the last time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I know where, I think I still have a copy. I think it's in my briefcase. I'll see if I got one. If I do, I'll either give it to you or else, actually it should be in our record, so I can give it to you, you can put it in the record.
Yep.
So on that same topic a little bit, when do you want to do another boat ride?
Oh, yeah. I would love to do that, and I'd like to do it before our next meeting. So I don't know, why don't you and I offline figure out a time that works for you?
So you're still working and I have the luxury of being retired.
Well, no, I am retired.
Oh, I didn't know you retired.
Yeah, I retired a year ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're all retired now.
Yeah. In fact, I've even retired from the I'm no longer in charge of the Healthy Lake Boone Initiative because that project ended June 30th. And now Dave Gray and Kirk Westfall are having the Lake Boone Association take over the work on that. So that is frankly a bit of a relief to not have to, carry that full weight. But no, I'm retired, and so I can go anytime.
No more satellites or anything else?
Well, I keep active with it to keep on seeing it. I get the latest photographs that the astronauts have taken from the space station, and that's all cool and everything. So I keep engaged because it's fun.
Yeah.
But I am retired now.
We have a rocket engineer on the lake.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Yeah, Dick Cummings. He works at MIT and does satellites.
I should know that.
And
I should connect up with him.
yeah, I mean, he's very careful about what he'll talk about, but
Yeah.
he does power systems for the satellites out of Lincoln Labs.
Yeah. Cool.
Excellent. So August 1st or 2nd is the next meeting, tentatively, depending. If there's anything that comes up in the meantime, we could obviously schedule a meeting.
Yep.
Since we're both retired and it's only you and I right now, we can do a daytime meeting.
Great. So, well, I prefer to enable other people to join in. So I think we should keep for our regular LBC meetings in the evenings. But you and I, for you to help me learn about handling our boat, and especially, by the way, before we got I want to try it before and after our new motor so I can really see that difference.
The biggest difference is going to be the throttle and the control.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I'm going to put this back on you a little bit. If you got time, either call me or email or text me. And if I got time, we'll just do it.
Yeah. And so what time of day is generally good for you?
Mornings, the best usually.
Yeah, it's like something like 10 o'clock or something. Would that be?
Yeah, I would love to get you out. Like today, it was very windy.
Yeah, but it's after 10 o'clock today, so we can't do it today, Con, right?
Yeah, I know it. We can do it anytime, but get a couple more calm days under your belt, and then we want to go out when there's some serious wind.
Yep.
We'll go on.
How about like Friday? You want to go Friday?
When Friday early, I can do. Friday late, I'm going to be down the big boat. So if you wanted to go out at 9 or 9:30 or so Friday morning, I can do that.
All right, let's do that. Okay. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm just looking at the forecast here. There is Friday, slight chance of showers after 11. So, but let's assume 9:30 on Friday, and let's assume that works. If not, I'll let you know.
Okay, excellent. And I guess one other note on it, it's really old business, but our headway speed only zones do not apply if it's lightning on the lake. So if you're a boat on the lake and the storm comes up, you are entitled to race to safety.
Yeah, okay.
But we had one boat go through our narrows red, and I could see the lightning. I said he was heading to get out of the lake as fast as he could.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's legal. That's the only time.
You know,
Okay.
actually, the other day was actually the first time I saw a boat go through our narrows here at full speed.
Pictures, if you can get them. Hull
Yeah.
number, I mean, if the pictures are best, if you can't get them, if you can read the numbers off the hull, a boat description, whatever you can do, because what we want to do is if it's a habitual offender, you know, we don't want to give them a warning, we want to give them a ticket. Now, Dan, you and I can write a bylaw violation on headway speed only in the narrows,
Mm-hmm.
but Jeff or the police would write a chapter 90 violation. So, Dan, do you have a
For this-
ticket book?
I do not. You know, and I think what happens, I'll be in the kayak and you'll be in the powerboat, and I'll be able to write it, but I won't be able to deliver it to the person.
Call me. Hey, once we get you trained in this boat, you know, sometimes it's going to live at your
Yeah.
dock.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're, is there anything else we need to address?
No, I move that we adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Stop recording. And 7:22 is the adjourn time.
So Conray, in all my time with the LBC, this is the first time we ended a meeting within the first half hour.
Yes.
So this is you're doing good. You're not gonna become a popular guy.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe